In our previous episode, we explored the creation of Adam and Eve. Science tells us humans evolved over hundreds of thousands of years, while religious texts say Adam was the first human, endowed with intellect and a soul by God. Islam teaches that Adam was created from clay and given life by God's breath, and Christianity emphasizes Adam as the first man whose actions shaped humanity's moral story. Together, these narratives show the beginning of humanity and the dawn of human consciousness. The story of Cain and Abel, Habil and Qabil. Disclaimer: the following segment contains a dramatized retelling of events including fratricide for educational and moral purposes. After Adam and Eve began their family, their sons grew into young men. Among them were Habil, Abel, the shepherd, and Qabil, Cain, the farmer. Each brought offerings to God: Abel his finest flock, Qabil the fruits of the soil. God accepted Abel's offering but rejected Qabil's. Envy and anger consumed Qabil. Unable to control his jealousy, he lured Abel into the field and killed him, the first human murder in history. God asked Qabil, "Where is your brother?" And he replied, "I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?" God pronounced Qabil cursed to wander the earth. Later, a crow appeared to him and demonstrated how to bury Abel's body, teaching humanity the first act of burial. In Islamic sources, this event also highlights the dangers of lust and envy, as Qabil's desire for a woman influenced his anger and led to the first bloodshed. Islamic perspective. In Islam, this story is found in the Quran, Surah Al-Ma'idah 5:27-31. The narrative emphasizes moral lessons. Murder is a grave sin, and envy leads to devastating consequences. Humans are responsible for each other. We are indeed our brother's keeper. Even animals can serve as teachers, as shown when the crow demonstrates burial to Qabil. Islamic tradition also notes that Adam's children numbered around 80, and their descendants gradually spread across the earth. Their migrations and settlements laid the foundation for human civilization, with some narration suggesting regions like Arabia and Sri Lanka as initial settlements. Christianity and Judaism perspective. 10:30-15:30. In the Bible, Genesis 4, Cain and Abel similarly represent the first conflict between brothers, emphasizing morality and the dangers of envy. Cain's failure to master anger leads to Abel's death. God punishes Cain but marks him for protection, ensuring the lesson is preserved. Human life is sacred, and envy can destroy families. Jewish commentary, Midrash and Talmud, provides some minor variations but generally echoes the biblical theme. The first murder as a lesson in morality. Abel is remembered as innocent and righteous, while Cain embodies the consequences of unchecked passions. Other religions and mythologies. Beyond Abrahamic religions, similar motifs appear. In Hindu mythology, jealousy among siblings appears in stories like Vali and Sugriva, or the Pandavas and Kauravas, emphasizing envy and its destructive consequences. In Mesopotamian myths, a rivalry between a shepherd and a farmer mirrors the Cain-Abel dynamic, possibly reflecting historical tensions between nomads and early agriculturalists. In Roman mythology, Romulus and Remus echo Cain and Abel, a fraternal conflict leading to death and the founding of civilization. These parallels suggest a universal recognition of envy, conflict, and moral responsibility in early human consciousness. The spread of Adam's children. Adam's other children, though less famous than Cain and Abel, were responsible for populating the earth and establishing early human societies. Some traditions note that one son, Yaban, is said to have migrated to areas that became Japan, while others settled in Arabia, Sri Lanka, and surrounding regions. Early societies began developing simple tools, agricultural techniques, and social structures. From these beginnings, humans learned to cultivate food, domesticate animals, and organize into communities. Observing natural phenomena and making discoveries like fire, basic tools, and shelter helped form the foundations of civilization. Religious texts highlight that these first humans had moral awareness, worshipped God, and passed down knowledge through generations. Early civilization and discoveries. Through Adam's lineage, humans gradually spread across continents, building civilizations and creating social norms. Religion and mythology preserve these early histories as moral lessons, emphasizing justice, responsibility, and human ethics. Science supports this with evidence of early settlements, tool-making, and societal evolution, demonstrating that humanity's first steps were both physical and intellectual.